welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, my name is Ong and I own a stationery shop. Today I was going to shoot some product photos for my spring launch, and I thought that I would just show you guys how I set up my flat lays and how I take my product photos. So I'm just gonna stop talking and let's just jump right into it. So I currently have some of these little decorative balls here, and then I also have flowers. Flowers always make everything look better. And then the main things that I always have to have is like some kind of fabric or paper. I'm also going to use a different white background just because I want to be able to cover this little crack here and this spot here just in case it gets in the photos. And I'm also going to go through any of my mom's stuff to see if she has anything that I can use. Another thing I want to say is you can always use any clothing that you have. So like these simple knitted sweaters are always like good to use because they're neutral, they're plain, and like you want to keep in mind that like most of the product photos are going to be up close, so these are just going to be like little things that you see like in the corner of the frame or something like that. So you don't even need like a big backdrop or anything. Or even if you have like any tote bags or bags, purses, anything, you can use that as well. Like this one is actually like a really nice like textured bag, and I honestly might use the strap, who knows, but I have used this tote bag before. It's super cute. So I'm downstairs in the basement. I'm going to go through any of my mom's stuff, like some of this stuff. Okay, some of this stuff is mine too, but I'm currently looking for like other fabric. Oh, like burlap would be good. That would be nice. Just going to grab a small piece. I'll just grab this piece since it's already cut. What is this, tulle? Oh, so this is tulle. That's a little bit too classy. So I always think about like the type of material. So like tulle and satin is kind of like classy. Burlap, knitting, weaving, stuff like that is pretty rustic, and that's the kind of aesthetic that my brand is usually. See, like there's like this darker one. I might just bring it just in case. If you're living with someone, go through all their stuff to see if you can use things. Oh, there's this macrame. I don't know how to pronounce it, but there's this thing too. She has some party supplies here. I know she has some doilies in here, and I kind of want to use some doilies. This is hard doing it with one hand. Oh my gosh. Oh, there it is. All right, I'm gonna bring this up as well. I have all my props here. I don't know what exactly I'm going to use yet, but I mean, I have it here just in case. So I'm actually going to lay my blanket on top of this desk, just because it's plain and it'll work just fine. So the other thing that you want to consider is lighting. So like my room is terrible with lighting. Like right now is also cloudy, so it is completely dark, and I have this ring light, I have my ceiling light on, but I also want to keep in mind the direction of my lighting. So when I'm like on this side of the table, I cast a lot of shadows, but once I'm over here, it's not as bad. So I am going to shoot on this side over here. be shooting my product photos with my Fujifilm. You don't necessarily need an actual camera like this. Phone works perfectly fine. Like nowadays, phone cameras are pretty top notch. I just personally like the more natural depth of field that you can get with the camera. And now it's finally time to set up. For my background, I always go for something neutral colored. White is usually my go-to, that way I can use color accents from different materials like paper, fabric, other stationery items like paper clips, scissors, and books. Plants and flowers are always nice. I usually like to match the overall feel of the product I'm shooting. So like my sticker sheets consist of nature photos, and when you think of nature, you think green, earthy, rustic, farmhouse, cottage, fields, etc. For these photography prints, I actually felt like adding more stuff around the products were taking away from the products themselves because there's just already so much in the photos, so I decided to keep the background plain with just one piece of fabric. Here, I played around with angles to add a little bit more oomph to it without making it too distracting. I feel like fabric and color can add nice contrasts into your photos. To be honest, I don't plan my flat lays. I just use what I already have in my house so I don't spend a lot of money on props. As you can tell, I do use some of the same layouts and backgrounds for products, and that's okay. I'm limited in props and it cuts down time so I can move on and focus on other things. I usually shoot 3 different types of photos. 1. A faraway shot, because on Etsy, the thumbnail listing crops off quite a bit, so you want to make sure the first photo that your customer sees is a full photo of the product so they can clearly tell what it is. Number 2. I like to shoot at a halfway point, meaning not too close but not too far. And this is to show the overall product a closer view in case you couldn't see some of the details in the faraway one. And number 3, I take close-up shots of the details. This can be done at many different angles, but you just want to show off the many details that makes your product unique. This is also good to show the quality and material of your product, whether it's smooth or shiny, rough or textured. It just makes it easier for viewers to imagine how it looks like in person, and in turn, they feel more confident purchasing your product. While I'm taking my product photos, I also take videos of them so I can use them for my listings, and you can also use them for social media content. And as you can clearly tell, it's a lot of back and forth testing out what goes with what, playing with different angles. But the main goal is to make the product stand out by having good lighting, a clear view of the product, and showcasing the details. So here's the next one. So I don't think that it would look good with the fur mat, so I'm gonna add some more contrast on this, and I think that paper and maybe the doilies will do, maybe some flowers too, but we'll see. I have a box of paper here. It has different patterns. I have different paper. Like, I'm never gonna use these are mainly for taking photos. I think this one might work. This might take that one. A little bit too dark. Maybe these two. This one's like a nude one, and then this one's like just a plain white one, which kind of is like cutesy, and I think it matches like the bunny and the spring vibes. So it looks kind of funny right now, but keep in mind that you really just getting this part here, so it's not that big of a deal to fill out this entire space. This looks in frame. And then I'm going to do some up-close shots of like a single one. So this one's like the most important one because it's like Easter and spring. So I'll probably do this one. I'm gonna do the Polaroid because I want people to see that this part is cut out and they can use it as an actual frame. And then maybe I will do like the flower one because that one is really cute. And then I will just end up using this sticker sheet as like whenever I do like a bullet journal spread or something like that, I'll use that. And then that'll be good for content. So reuse, reuse, reuse. So I just finished all of the product photography and now I just have to edit them. And yeah, I'm not going to show you my process for editing. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments and I can make a video of it. But I will now share all the edited versions along with some clips that I took. So that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and I hope this video helps your guys' process go a little bit smoother or give you some ideas on how to do product photography at home. I use the same process and almost the same setup. It's just changing out a few things to match the colors and aesthetic to the products. It's very simple, guys. You don't have to go too crazy because like I said, everything is close up and you don't need to do too much at all because then it gets very distracting. I mean, other people have the skills to make it look nice with a lot of things around the frame, but I don't have that type of skill, so always keep it minimal. And yeah, I guess that's it for this video, and make sure to go check out my shop. By the time that I edit and post this video, my shop would already be launched, so make sure to go check out my new products. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.